Welcome, sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy. My husband's Paul. We're so happy you have joined us today. We are frugal, we are retired, and we are super busy. So what does an average day look like in our lives? How do we save money? What do we do all day? We're going to take you along so we can show you exactly that. We also have this video jam-packed with all kinds of wonderful hints and tips on how you can save money. And then we also have a very special ending. We want to show you something we did different this year for the holiday season. We're going to create a viral recipe, and Paul's going to give it a taste test. And let's just say, it was eye-popping, okay? So that's all I'm going to say. So welcome. Thank you for being here, and let's get right to the video. Let's go back to that day that we filmed, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start in the kitchen. I want to get a little bit of a head start on dinner tonight. So all I'm doing right now is just scrubbing 2 whole sweet potatoes and 1 acorn squash. Just give them a good scrub, get any kind of residue off of them. And then we are going to pop them in the crock pot, and we're gonna have some perfectly cooked sweet potatoes and acorn squash. When I'm cutting something like an acorn squash, I like to put a towel under the cutting board just so it doesn't slide around. I have to do my nails in a minute, so don't look at them right now. All right, so what we're going to do is, first thing I want to do is just take this little end off so it will sit nice and flat in the crock pot. Please use caution when you're cutting something like this. It is so hard to cut through. Just take your time, go slow. Now I'm just going to remove the seeds from both of these ends. They're nice and cleaned out. I've got my 2 washed sweet potatoes to go with it, and we're going to put these in the crock pot. What I'm going to do is just crinkle up a piece of parchment paper and lay that in the bottom of my crock pot. It just makes cleanup so much easier when you're doing something sticky like sweet potatoes. So we're just going to place those in there. When I do use parchment paper in the crock pot, I never leave it unattended. And place our squash right next to it. I'm going to put a little pat of butter in both of those squash halves, and then just a little tiny bit of pure maple syrup. That just gives it a little extra pizzazz, a little extra flavor. I'm going to cook it on low about 3 to 4 hours, and I will check it. But every crock pot is different. So we're just going to cover this, and I'm going to put ours on low. We're going to have the squash tonight. We'll put the sweet potatoes in the refrigerator for another evening. So that's all there is to it. So while the sweet potatoes and the acorn squash are cooking away in the crock pot, Paul and I want to show you some things we bought in Walmart the other day. This is rare for us to go to Walmart. Any of you who know our channel, we don't go to Walmart often. It's not close by, but this day we totally scored. So we want to show you what we found, how much we paid, and what we're going to do with all of it. So let's take a peek. One of the ways we save money during the holidays, we hit the Walmarts for those 75% off sales on Halloween and autumn candy. Now we're going to show you a secret on how we did this and what we're using it for and what we paid. A lot of times what happens is you look at the front of the bag and you don't notice anything or don't know about it. But there's little bats here. These were in the regular candy section. This bag right here, 10.5 ounces, was $1.12. I'm going to show you my receipt at the end. The next one is the Jumbo Reese's. Now, when you take them out of the package, they're just Reese's peanut butter cups. So these will be great in gift bags for Christmas. Now, this one was $1.63 for 1 pound, 3.5 ounces. These are little Reese's pumpkins and bats. These also were $1.12 for 9.6 ounces. I will use these for baking. I will cut them up and add them to cookies for the holiday season. This one is Kit Kats in a little Dracula shape. This was $1.12 as well for 9.44 ounces. What looks like regular paydays again, but they had the little bats on them. And these were $1.12 for 11.6 ounces. Some of these candies will definitely go to donation food pantry as well. This one was the highest price one at $2.49. This is 1 pound, 2 ounces, 18 ounces, and this has everything. And this whole bag was $2.48. Again, think stocking stuffers. Make little packages when people come over and leave them on their place settings in a little Christmas bag. And then these are my sons and my husband. My husband loves candy corn. I think he's the only man in the world that really loves this. Each bag was only 67 cents. These mellow creams are for our son. He loves these. Well, like father, like son. I don't care for them. So Paul got 2 bags of candy corn and our son got these. This entire haul was $13.96 pre-tax. With the tax, it came to $15.13. Such a great way to save some money for the holidays. Every single bag was found in the regular candy section of Walmart. It didn't have a sign in front of it saying marked down. We literally looked through the regular aisles of the candy section and all these bags were there. And let me tell you what a blessing. We are going to give some, as I said earlier, to food pantries and stuff. We give regular, healthy, nutritious food, but it's also wonderful to give them a bag of treats as well. And I think they're going to be well received. Just a little tip, if you happen to be in Walmart after a major holiday, go right to the regular candy section and look through there because there is so much to be found. So just a little tip. Now I just have to get done some chores that day. And we're also going to check up on Paul. What is he doing while I'm busy in the home? So here we go. Let's get outside and see what Paul's doing. I'm going to do a voiceover because it is just too loud out here. First thing Paul is doing is letting our generator run for a little while to make sure it's working well and we are all ready for the snowy season and we don't have to worry about it not starting. The same thing with the snow shovel we use. So we are good to go. This is another project Paul is working on this morning, and it's the outdoor Christmas light.
We have Santa. So we got a 47-degree day. It's not going to rain until later tonight. I figured let's get up the Christmas decorations now.
Look at our sky is just gray. This is New York in autumn and winter, just like you can't even find the sun anymore. One of my favorite features about our home is our laundry room is literally right next to our bedroom. So it makes washing and drying, folding clothes so easy. Since Paul's dad entered the rehabilitation center after his stay in the hospital, I've been taking the clothes home from the rehab and washing them here. We just feel better about it. Nothing gets lost. And I also do put his clothes in the dryer just so they are nice and soft. And he's super comfortable. But as far as our clothes go, in the wintertime, when I really don't enjoy hanging clothes outside, our spare bedroom turns into our laundry drying room. I have a bunch of racks that we use, and I just hang all the heavy clothes like sweatpants, jeans, things like that right in here. They dry super quickly too because the air is so dry in the house with the heat on. So any spare room or space you have, put up some drying racks and save yourself a bunch of money on electricity costs this time of year by drying your clothes indoors. We want to encourage you, if you do not have indoor drying racks, invest in some. Look for them when you go to flea markets, tag sales. They're everywhere. They're really not expensive, even if you buy them new. And I cannot tell you the money we save on electricity by drying our heavier items indoors in the wintertime. If you find the clothes a little too stiff coming off the dryer rack, then just put them in the dryer for 5 minutes and that will soften them right up. And that's so much better than leaving them in the dryer for 30 or 40 minutes. The money you will save on your electric bill is amazing. That was one thing we did early on when we retired. We started drying all our clothes either outside in good weather or inside in the colder weather. Now we're going to get into the kitchen to make a holiday little add-on treat. I don't even know what you would call these. We have been seeing them all over social media, so we thought we would give them a try. We're going to show you how to make them. We'll link the original recipe down below. I'm not going to say a word, but we are going to let Paul's face during the taste test say it all. So let's turn this camera around and get into the kitchen. We are going to be trying something today that I have never done. Right here, I have a cup of cranberries, fresh cranberries. You can't use frozen in this recipe. And I washed them thoroughly. There's no soft cranberries in this bunch. And now I'm just drying them. And we're going to be making some sugared cranberries. Now, I am only making a half batch because honestly, I'm afraid we're not going to like these, but they are supposed to be a beautiful addition to your holiday table. They're great on top of pies and cakes, and people love to just snack on them. So listen, I'm up for anything, and I'm sure Paul will have no problem trying one of these. So these feel pretty dry right now. I put the cranberries in a small plastic container, and this has only got 3 ingredients: cranberries, powdered sugar, and a liquid. Either a sweet soda that would go well with cranberries, or maybe some orange juice. For Thanksgiving, one of the sodas I bought was the Canada Dry Fruit Splash. It was like a cherry ginger ale, and I think this is going to be perfect. I'm going to take 1 cup of the soda and put it right on top of those cranberries. Cranberries float, so they're not going to be completely submerged. I would just give them a good mix. What we want is for this soda to coat the cranberries. I'm going to cover this, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit for a couple hours just like this, and maybe every once in a while I'll take it out and just give them a good stir. Now let's go out and check on Paul again.
So I'm making some fire starters. In case our fire goes out, you start it with a small amount of kindling. This is what I do with these chunks of wood that I have left over from cutting logs to fit our stove. I basically just put them between 2 pieces of scrap wood, use my hatchet, and carefully, that's it. Be careful not to hit yourself with the hatchet, and always wear your safety glasses.
So it's been a couple of hours and I just drained off the cranberries. And now I'm going to take a half cup of powdered sugar and I'm going to add it right to the cranberries. You want to keep the cranberries wet. Now I'm just going to give this a good shake so we coat those berries good. I did preheat the oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I've got a cookie tray and I put some parchment paper on it. The tray has sides. And it also said to use a fairly good quality powdered sugar because a lesser quality sometimes has a lot of cornstarch in it. And that can sometimes give it a funny taste. So now we're just going to lay these out. We don't want them to touch. They're definitely super sticky. And any of the ones that look like they could use a little bit more sugar, I'm just re-rolling it. And now we're going to put these in a preheated 200-degree oven, literally for 5 minutes. That's it. We don't want to cook the cranberries because they'll pop. So just 5 minutes. These just came out of the oven after 5 minutes. I did sprinkle a little more powdered sugar, but of course it didn't stick. The weird thing is, they're hard, they're crunchy. I am going to have Paul taste one of these. I do not know what to expect. They're actually beautiful. I mean, to put on top of a pie, these would just be gorgeous. But as far as taste, well, we're going to let Paul be the one to decide. You have to let them cool completely before you eat them. I guess the inside must be pretty hot, so let them cool. Okay, so Paul just came in and I am going to have him taste one of these and let's see what he thinks. Okay, pick one.
I'll try this one. So I don't know what this is, but I'm going to try it. I've been outside all day, so let's go. Wow. A lot of emotion there, huh? I don't know what it was.
It's a cranberry, a sugar-coated cranberry, fresh cranberry.
But what was inside?
It's a cranberry surrounded with powdered sugar.
It started off sweet, then I bit it. It felt like it was filled with something, and it's actually pretty good.
Do you like it?
I like more of a tangy
you
flavor compared to sweet, but that had both sweet and tangy, but wow, what a surprise. I had no idea what it was.
I'm glad we caught that live, right, everybody?
Making all these faces.
I was not a big fan, but you give it a thumbs up, huh?
Definitely, yeah. I think they're fun. It was good, but yeah, that was definitely fun to try. Paul approved.
If you make these, just make sure you store them in the refrigerator. They will keep for a couple days like that, but Paul really liked them. I have to say that was one of my favorite taste tests that Paul ever did because it was raw expression. His eyes were watering. His face was like puckered. Those cranberries are definitely an acquired taste. Paul really liked them. I was like on the fence about them. Now, we had family over and we put them out. One of my brothers loved them and he was just popping them like candy. So it really depends on you. I think on top of a frosted cake, they would be beautiful. You know, give them a try. They're not expensive to make and you may just have a new favorite seasonal snack. Let's check on our crock pot. It's been about 3 hours on low and I just came over to check and looks like the potatoes are definitely done. And the squash is like butter. So yeah, we're good. Every crock pot is different. Make sure you check it. But we have some beautiful side dishes now ready and prepared. So these cook quicker than I thought. So I am just going to remove them like this and put them into, they're hot, be careful, a little baking dish. And I'm just going to let them cool slightly, cover them, and put them in the refrigerator. And they are ready to reheat come dinner time. I'm going to take the potatoes out of here, let them cool, and they will go in a plastic container and get refrigerated as well. Look at how great and easy cleanup is. Perfect. Now, what we're going to show you is our very special ending. We put up our Christmas tree already this year. And those of you who know us, I usually do a red and white tree. I love those colors. Paul really loves them as well. But this year, things were a little different. Our year this year has been just a little up and down. This tree is actually a memorial to Paul's mom who passed away in May. So we hope you enjoy this. This is from the heart. The last Christmas tree we bought was back in 2018 when my mom had passed away, and it had seen better days. It was all bent and dusty, and it kept falling forward. We actually had to tie it up and kind of hook it to the wall behind the tree. So this year we did get a new artificial tree. It's all of 4 feet. It is a beauty. We got it half price off Amazon, and what a gorgeous tree. This year, in honor of Paul's mom, who passed in May, we are doing the tree in beautiful multicolor lights, which she loved, and then every ornament on the tree will be a family heirloom from Paul's family. So that means his mother's ornaments, his grandmother's ornaments, his great-grandmother's ornaments. That is all we're putting on the tree this year. His father gave them to us when his mom passed. This is the blank canvas we are starting with. Look at the reflection in the windows. Isn't that pretty? Here are some of the ornaments from Paul's family. Look at this one. They are so beautiful. Wasn't that tree breathtaking? We sit and look at it at night, and I think it's one of the most beautiful trees we've ever done. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's got my mom's ornaments on there, my grandmother's ornaments on there. So, I mean, some of those ornaments are over 100 years old.
Yeah, so special, really special. And we hope that you enjoyed seeing it. We just love to share little parts of our lives with you. We thank you so much for spending time with us today. You got a glimpse into our day. We're busy. We do a lot of different stuff, but it is a fun, frugal way of life. We love it. We wouldn't trade it for anything. So we hope you enjoyed watching it. Now, for our question of the day, what is your favorite part of your day? Is it in the morning? Is it doing a certain chore? Is it cooking a meal? Is it winding down at the end of the day? What part of your day really makes you smile? Please share that with us down below, because it won't only encourage us, but our viewers as well. And that's what this awesome community is all about. We ask that you give this video a big thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you haven't. We would love to have you be part of our family. We ask you to be well. We ask you to be safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, may God greatly bless you.